Okay.
Hi, welcome to Decorating Date Night with Tori and Dina. We are at our daughter's house because we can only be at certain people's houses that we are in our bubble, so to speak. So these are the people that we've been with for the past year, going on almost a year in a COVID world. And now we're on to the next project. So we're in the kitchen. You might remember that we've done some Facebook Lives from their kitchen where we did the cabinets.
Don't show it off. It's a mess.
No, it's fine. And we did the shelving, and now we're going to go into the basement and the flooring, and we are going to be renovating the basement and turning it into several rooms. Danny's going to come down with us to show us exactly what is going on. All right, here we go. Hopefully it'll fall down the stairs.
And there's not a whole lot of lighting down here right now, but hopefully it'll show up okay.
Yep. Wow, look at this. All right, so there's a lot going on, a lot of framing going on. So Danny, tell us why we're standing on plywood.
We're standing on plywood because we're building a floor.
Okay, why do we need a subfloor?
Well, we don't need one, but we're putting one down because in case there ever is a flood or any type of water damage, that it has a place to go underneath instead of damaging the floor. It has a place to exit to the French
Yeah,
drain.
yeah, you have a French drain system around the edges of the basement.
Okay, so the lovely framing out has been all done. So explain to everyone watching the different sections of
Okay, so I guess there's four. Well, it's technically four sections. So there's the big storage area over there. We had to make it that big because we have an oil tank, and if that ever needs to be replaced, it needs to be able to get in and out easily. And we only have a one-car garage, so having ample storage was important for us anyway. So,
and what's going right here in this thing? Why is this open?
I'm gonna
here?
get there.
All right.
So
Well, that's the wide opening to get the thing in and out, right? The oil tank, if you have to replace it.
Well, yes, but we're putting a barn door here, but we made it wide. We made it a big 42-inch opening so that we can put like large storage things back here. And also, I mean, the oil tank is only 28 inches wide, so it would fit for a standard door.
Oh, okay.
But we made this big so that we could fit big boxes through here. And it's going to be a barn door on a track that slides out. So that's the storage section. And then this space is just like an open, I don't know, entertaining space. We're going to put a couch in here and a TV on the wall, which is why you can see there's an outlet. Well, a junction box, not an outlet yet. No, this isn't a junction box. This is an outlet box.
Gotcha.
An outlet box here, so that way it can the TV can plug in and wires aren't everywhere. And then there's this space, which isn't actually separated by a door, but it's going to be a separate space in that all of my like workout stuff is going to be here, and it's kind of separate. We were talking earlier how it feels like it's separated because of the
Pole.
And even though it doesn't have a wall here, if we didn't want this to be a workout space, we could put like a day bed in here or something, and if we had guests, like they wouldn't have their own private room per se, but if they're the only ones staying down here, they'd have their own, like, that would be like a bed space.
Or better nook.
Yeah, a nook, I guess, if you want to call it that way. And then we have a laundry room. We already started putting up some drywall today, but the laundry room doesn't have floor, and that's just because we're not professionals. And
But what you're going to do is a good idea. You're going to get the foam flooring that you can get kind of like a puzzle piece. They come together.
yeah,
And actually, it's also good for garage flooring. A lot of garages will do this flooring, and it's kind of like a pattern.
So,
board, which
a couple of shout outs. Lily, hello.
Hi, Lily. How are you, Lily?
And she says, hi there, lady. Good evening.
Good evening, Lily. Good to
Jersey
see you.
Jill.
Oh, hey. How are you, Jill?
Bob Stemple. Hey.
Hi, Bob.
Joanna Kelly.
Yeah.
Jersey Jill says, lots of luck.
Oh, thank you. So in here, you'll notice, so if you have seen past of our decorating date nights, this is the same color that we've done in our laundry room and our kitchen. Danny decided to do it in her laundry room and her ceiling.
Yeah, so we painted the ceiling. We're not going to finish it because our ceilings are only, I think from the floor to the bottom of the rafter, it's just like 8.5 feet. So they're not, or I don't know what they are. It's not that tall. And it makes the space feel a little bit bigger if there's no drop ceiling. And also it's saving us money because we're not having to install a drop ceiling.
Double bonus.
Absolutely.
So
Explain the pocket door.
this is a pocket door.
Show how it works.
It's
And
in
the framing
wall.
of it.
It's
Yeah.
in the wall. So
Great
instead of
space
opening like
saving.
this, it opens.
Whoa. Great for space saving. And so now you can see the mechanics of a pocket door. So you've got to frame it out on both sides. Not hard to do at all. Danny, how long did this take Granddad to do?
A long time.
Oh,
It was
it
like
did.
an all day thing.
It was. Okay. All right. All right. I take that back. It's an all-day project.
But the thinking there was because of the space here, this is going to be a door right over here where
Well,
the,
this is
for
a
the
kit.
closet.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just installing it and making sure the
So,
stack works properly.
so when you bought the door, it came with this?
came with this already, like, yeah.
Interesting.
So they didn't want the door swinging into this space and interrupting with the living space flow, but then they were going to lose so much space in the laundry room by having it being a swinging door here. And so they decided to go with a pocket door.
Another reason we decided to go with the pocket door is because behind you, Jad, right next to the laundry room, is a closet. And this is a regular door, which is going to open this way. So if we had a door open this way and like if it was kind of half open and then it would just be like two doors butting against each other, it wouldn't work.
Colliding. Yeah.
But this is another closet essentially for storage. And then it's gonna go all the way under the stairs, but so that we have the ability to access stuff under the stairs, we're putting another door that's actually going to be the same shape. You can't really see because there's stuff here, but be the same shape as
The opening.
the opening, so that way we can get to the things far under the stairs. So we made sure that we still have a lot of storage space. And
Let's see, Kelly Fitzpatrick Riddell is watching.
So some ideas. So these hideous poles that we have to have because they're support beams. Some ideas that you can do is you can create a bar with this and kind of go from here to the end and do a granite top. You can do that. The other thing you can do is make this a square and then do a table around it. And then it becomes kind of like an end table, side table if you want. That's fine too.
something else you can do is put an outlet in it.
You can. True. You can do that too. Put an outlet.
And actually, that's a good idea because if you can put a couch there, then it gives you a charging station and things like that. You can put a little lamp there, lots of.
It can be a martini table, which is kind of a smaller table as opposed to a
See, Lily responded, by the way, hi, Dina, I'm great.
good.
Bob Stemple says it's going to turn out great.
Aw.
I love pocket doors. And I'm glad to hear, Bob, we get a lot of mixed
He's
feedback.
a real estate agent, so Bob knows.
We get a lot of, feedback on pocket doors. It seems like
People
you
don't like them?
either love them or hate them. And I don't know what the reason to hate them would be, to be honest, because they're great space savers. And
Yeah.
so, I don't
Another
know.
thing we did, let me come over here. I don't know if this is standard or not, but when we were putting up the insulation, before we put up the insulation, we backed the wall with like this plastic tarp as a moisture barrier so that, again, in the case of water coming through the cement, this insulation isn't waterproof, and so in order to keep the water from touching it, we put this in between the two. We put this in between the tarp and the insulation. And then we put up the drywall.
And pay attention to the lumber they deliver. You'll notice right here that there's one that's it's gonna have to be replaced. It's a little bit, warped. They tried to straighten it, it didn't work. So, and the other thing is, these 2x3s actually are being used. This one is pine. This one is oak. Can you tell the difference? Not really. But I'll tell you, you try to screw a drywall screw into the pine, no problem. You try to screw a drywall screw into the oak, Big problem. It did not want to drive all the way in. So we're having to get creative of how to solve that problem. By the way, if you don't end up with the shorter screws, I'm thinking of this now, you could drill it out and then drive the screws through the drilled hole.
Yeah,
You could pilot it, yeah.
You could. Otherwise, you'd be very sore.
Almost broke his drill bit today trying to force it.
I ripped it up pretty good.
All right,
Let's
so
see.
we'll wrap this.
By the way, real quick, Lily says that she loves, I'm assuming she means pocket doors.
Yeah.
Darlena Hartman and
Hey, Darlena.
and Glenn and Newsy watching.
I went to high school with him. Hi, Glenn.
And let's see, yeah, Lily loves the pocket doors. What? Jennifer Rosenberger watching.
Yeah, Miss Hi.
And Labbed Up Teas is watching.
Oh, hey.
And Helen Knight is watching.
Oh, Helen, I miss you. Big hugs.
So, all right, so that's the project here. We'll be done in about, what, 4 hours? This basement will be finished?
Yeah. We have we're only doing it on weekends because we work.
Yeah, but more realistically, I think, what, maybe 4 or 5 more weekends, and hopefully it's close to done at that point?
We have 2 more.
And then we'll come back and
we
do
have-
it finished.
We have 2 more drywall and probably 2 of floor and then 1 for trim and finishing. touches.
So start to finish, how many total weekends would you say? Just so people have a sense, if they're going to redo their basement on their own with some help with some loved ones, how long would it take you?
I think today was our 5th weekend, so probably 10. But I mean, we've had tons of help.
Yeah.
We've had probably
Siblings and
5 to 6 people working on it on a Saturday at a time.
But you can do it. And a shopper's tip, what'd you learn about buying bulk item insulation?
Insulation, yeah. If you buy 20 more rolls of insulation at Home Depot, you get 30% off. So
And
I should get personally endorsed.
so the other thing I wanted, so Danny found out that it's actually cheaper to buy a sprayer for paint than it is
To rent
a
it?
sprayer, or about the same
It's the
price.
same price.
Same price.
To-
You might as well own
Really?
it. Yeah.
It
Wow.
was $5
So now we
more
can borrow-
expensive.
Rent or option to own? That's in my head for some reason today.
So we can borrow Danny's. All right. So what we're gonna do is wrap this one up, but we're also gonna be doing some trim in the half bath on the ceiling.
Yeah.
So
Ann Topper says, hi, Danny Joe.
Hey.
Hi.
Aw, there's Ann.
And Jan Shiflett is watching as well. A lot of people jumped in today. Thank you for jumping in. It's been a while since we've done one live.
Yeah, so we're going to be doing another one in just a little bit. It'll be a late night decorating date night about their half bath and how to finish
And
that.
we got another couple bottles of wine to put together first.
Yikes.
Put the rest first.
All right.
All right, so we're good.
So we'll talk
All right.
soon. Decorating date night.